Let's talk about Sybil attacks, a digital trick that can wreck online communities. Imagine a party where everyone gets one vote on pizza, but Kevin, desperate for pineapple, returns in a dozen disguises and votes 13 times. That's a Sybil attack. One person faking many identities to gain unfair influence. It's not hacking code, it's hacking trust, stuffing the ballot box with fake digital people. The name comes from a book about a woman with multiple personalities. Fitting, right? In practice, attackers create hundreds or thousands of fake accounts to sway votes, spread misinformation, or hijack decisions. It's the digital version of one person clapping like a stadium. Unlike your aunt with 3 Facebook accounts, Sybil attacks are coordinated and malicious. The goal? Manipulate systems, drown out real voices, and seize control. Whether it's pizza toppings or cryptocurrency, the principle is the same. One bad actor fakes a crowd to get their way. The consequences? They can be catastrophic. Sybil attacks break the social contract, not the code. They're simple, but devastatingly effective. And as we'll see, they're a nightmare for the systems we trust most. So, how do we stop Kevin and his digital puppets? Let's find out. Decentralized systems, like blockchains and DAOs, promise fairness by letting everyone vote. But Sybil attacks threaten that dream. In a DAO, members vote on big decisions. If one person creates 1,000 fake accounts, they can hijack the vote and drain the treasury. It's like one person voting 1,000,000 times in a national election. The whole idea of digital democracy collapses. This isn't just theory. Sybil attacks can disrupt real blockchain networks. Fake nodes can block transactions, approve fraud, or isolate users from the real network. The trust that makes blockchains work? Gone. Decentralization's strength, openness, is also its weakness. Anyone can join, but how do you know if you have a real community, or just one attacker with 1,000 fake faces? If people can't trust the system, they won't use it. The dream of a decentralized future dies quietly, not from a hack, but from a flood of fake voices. That's why Sybil attacks are such a big deal. They don't just break systems, they break trust. And without trust, decentralization is just an illusion. So, how do we stop Sybil attacks? One way is identity verification, proving you're a real, unique person before you get a vote. Some systems use government IDs, others use privacy-preserving tech like iris scans or social graphs. The goal: one person, one vote, digitally locked down. This makes it hard for attackers to create thousands of fake identities. But there's a catch: privacy and accessibility. Not everyone wants to reveal their identity, and not everyone can. Identity checks can exclude people and clash with the values of decentralization. Still, they're gaining traction because they strike at the root of the Sybil problem. The challenge is balancing security, privacy, and inclusion. If identity checks are too strict, what about making cheating expensive? That's the idea behind proof of stake. Here, your voting power depends on how much cryptocurrency you own and lock up. Fake accounts with no tokens have no influence. To control the system, an attacker must buy a huge share of tokens, costing millions or billions. Plus, attacking the network would destroy the value of their own investment. But there's a downside: power shifts to the wealthy. It's no longer one person, one vote, but $1, $1, one vote. This can turn decentralized systems into digital oligarchies. So while effective against Sybils, it risks creating new forms of centralization. Is there a middle ground? Reputation systems reward users for positive contributions over time. New accounts have little say, trusted long-term members have more influence. Sybil attackers would need to build up reputation for each fake account. Slow, difficult, and often counterproductive. It's like trying to infiltrate a club by volunteering for years. But reputation systems aren't perfect. They can be gamed or turn into popularity contests. Designing fair, robust reputation models is tricky. Still, when done right, they defend against Sybils without sacrificing privacy or empowering only the rich. Reputation rewards real commitment, not fake identities. It's a promising path for digital democracy. So, what's at stake? Sybil attacks threaten the very foundation of digital communities. They turn dreams of online democracy into nightmares of manipulation. Defending against them isn't just technical, it's about protecting fairness and trust. Whether through identity, stake, reputation, or new ideas, we must build strong defenses. The future of decentralized systems depends on it. If we get this right, we create a digital world where every voice counts. If not, we risk letting a few bad actors ruin it for everyone, and that's a future worth fighting for.